Mike Cedino ran away already, huh?
Yeah.
So were you here for Mike?
Yeah.
That guy is just born to be an animator. He's so natural. So thank you for coming. It's been a while since I animated by hand, so it just made me a real big disappointment. So let's see, we got paper. Do we have more paper?
It's in the drawer.
I'm probably going to go through that pretty quickly. But, well, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, thanks. Mike Cedino uses a lot of paper, you know. So, how many in here draw? That's really cool. I was with a group the other day. They were all college students, not for an art school, and I said, so how many in here draw? Not one hand went up. Not one hand. Well, I guess I'm used to talking to crowds like this. And I said, well, how many in here drew when they were kids? And all the hands went up. I said, so what happened? Somewhere between then and now, you stopped. But, I mean, drawing to me, it's like breathing. I can't imagine not doing it. It's something that I love. Animation, for me, it's really a way for me to kind of live in the paper. It's like a magic mirror, I guess. I feel like I can step in and be whatever it is that I want to be. So I thought what I would do is do a little animation instead of just doing a drawing of different characters. Oh, I could just draw characters, but here, I'll just let me see. Where are you guys seeing it?
No signal.
Oh, you're working on the camera. Oh, okay. Oh, well, then I'll just talk. Okay. So ever since I can remember when I was a little kid, I would draw. But the thing is, I wouldn't draw to do a drawing. All my drawings were a way of me living in whatever it is that I was doing a drawing of. I would draw dinosaurs, and I would draw some battle scene, and they were more like, the paper was more like a time machine that you could step into and live in that world. And eventually, all of my drawings were always scribbled over because there'd be so many sound effects and bullets firing and dinosaurs chasing somebody, and it was all just sound effects. That's because it was all happening in my head. And I think that's what drawing still is for me. It's a chance to live in the skin of whatever character it is that I'm animating. My dad, cartoonist, he drew the Family Circus, and ever since I was little, Dad was always encouraging me to think of myself as an artist. When he was young, he was the editor of his school magazine, newspaper, the art director of it, I guess, and he would always say, well, I'm not an artist, I'm a cartoonist. And when I grew up, though, he would look at me and he said, Glenn, you're an artist. And you go ahead and take a look at this book. And he'd give me a book on Vern Hogarth's Dynamic Anatomy. He said, study that. Look at the way the muscles are working. And so I would do drawings of the figure, and I remember going on the school bus to school when I was in third grade, and I had done these nudes. And the other kids came up and they were looking at this drawing I'd done of the thinker, and He started laughing. Hey, Keane's drawing naked guys. I realized, okay, well, I guess I'm a little different than anybody else in school. And as I got into animation, I realized that if you really think of yourself as an artist, you're a little different too. Because in animation, it's almost like, I think a lot of us forget that this is our moment in time to be an artist. This is what we're born to be. This is our art form, animation. So that's, anytime I sit down to draw, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so are we on now? Okay, great. All right, so let me just show you a way that I would think about animating. Let's say I'll just do Tarzan here, and Tarzan is, let's say he's crouched down on the ground here, and he's looking up at something, and he's gonna. Ultimately, I want him to jump, right? Can you see that? Yeah. It's pretty small. It's hard to see, isn't it? Okay. I'll try to draw a little bit blacker. Can we zoom in on that at all? No? Okay. All right. Well, one of the things, the first thing that I think about as I'm sketching this out is three things. Tilt, rhythm, and twist. These are things that are just like as natural as breathing. In drawing Tarzan, like I'm thinking of him, he's looking up, right? And he's gonna go up there somewhere. But immediately I throw his head is facing this direction. His torso is facing this direction, and his hips are facing this direction. And what that is twist. So his whole body is twisting like that. I mean, that's really what I learned from Freddie Moore. You know, if he was doing one of a Freddie Moore girl, I guess you could say, he would always be having this rhythm, tilt, rhythm, and twist. Now the tilt might happen if the shoulders are going this way, maybe the tilt of the head goes opposite of that. So all of that is happening all the time. Even if you're doing aerial, she didn't have any legs, but you can still be looking for that same tilt, rhythm, and twist. When I'm animating, I just throw the eyes in with just like a little slash there, because I can always just do a direction. You know, it's amazing how just by drawing a slash there, the eye's looking that way, up here is looking there. If you draw it more round, it's looking out at you, just in very quick little motions. And I keep my pencil with a nice chisel point, so it's got a flat edge to it. So I can always turn it, and I can use the fat side of it, or I can use the sharp edge to do something a little more delicate. I've been accused of being a pretty sloppy animator, just messy, but it's more just like because I just don't want to take the time to slow down. I'm trying to really capture a feeling that's inside of me, and I know that I can turn something into a pretty drawing afterwards. But to get a rhythm on that arm, you know, it's more important that I get that. And let's suppose now